Good afternoon, student. In the previous class from chapter 2, land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife as a resource, we have read about land as a resource and soil as a resource. Today we are going to read about water as a resource. Water is a vital, renewable natural resource. About 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water, and that's why our Earth is called as blue planet or watery planet. So it was in the oceanic water that the most of the water is concentrated, and the ocean covered the 2/3 of the Earth's surface and support a rich varieties of plants and animals' life. And very few percentage, that is 2.7% of fresh water is available to us in the form of glacier or ice sheets that are not used for human consumption, and only 1% of the water is used for human consumption, that is available from either groundwater or as a surface water in rivers and lakes or as water vapor in the atmosphere. So in this way, the varieties of way the fresh water is available to us which are used for human consumption. So fresh water is therefore the most precious substance on the earth. Water can neither be added nor subtracted from the earth. Its total volume remains constant. Its abundance only seems to vary because it is the constant, it is in the motion constantly through the cycle that is called water cycle. So what is water cycle? It is the cycle through the ocean. It evaporates with the help of the temperature of the sunlight. Then it, after evaporation, it is present in the air as water vapor. Then with condensation, cloud formation takes place and the rainfall occurs. It comes back to the land, and in this way the cycle continues and back again through the evaporation and condensation process and precipitation. Again the cycle continues, and this is known as the water cycle. So human beings use huge amount of water not only for drinking, washing, but also in the process of production, that is crop production in agricultural field. So water for agriculture, industries, generating electricity through reservoirs of dams are the other various uses. So we use mainly the fresh water, which is very less in amount because most of the water is of saline state. So increasing population, rising demands for food and cash crops, increasing urbanization and rising standard of living are the major factors leading to shortage or in supply of fresh water, either due to drying up of water sources because of human use or because of water pollution. What will be the reason, that is another thing, but water is becoming scarce day by day because of the increasing population. There is a great demand in the agricultural production also in order to feed the population. Urbanization is taking place, so the necessity of water is increasing day by day, and water is also being polluted, which are unfit to human consumption. So now we will going to read about the problems of water availability. There is a scarcity of water in many regions of the world, such as Africa, West Asia, South Asia, parts of Western USA, Northwest Mexico, parts of South America and entire Australia are facing shortage in freshwater supply. Countries located in climatic zone most susceptible to drought face great problems of water scarcity, those which are arid region. Thus, water shortage may be a consequence of variation in seasonal or annual precipitation. So that water scarcity or shortage can be linked directly to the scarcity of precipitation and due to over exploitation and contamination of water resources. We are exploiting, or rather say over exploiting the water, we are contaminating water. These are the problems that are causing water scarcity. So we need to conserve the water. So how will you conserve the water? How we can have access to clean and adequate water source? So certain steps have to be taken in order to conserve the water resource. We know that water is a renewable resource. So we have to conserve that renewable resource. How will we conserve the renewable resource? By proper treatment of water. We have to see that agricultural chemical fertilizers like that should not be mixed into the water. Industry have to take stringent measures so that the industrial wells are not polluting the water. So we have to check the water pollution by taking some measures, or we have to see that the effluents or the agricultural waste, industrial effluent should not be mixed into the water. We have to plant more trees so that the surface runoff can be less in order to replenish the groundwater system. We have to do water harvesting. The canals that are used for irrigation field should be properly limited to minimize the loss of water through seepage. So these are the various strategies. Then we can use trickle deep irrigation system or sprinkler system in order to provide irrigational facilities to the agricultural field. In dry region, we can have rainwater harvesting system to provide water. So these are the various water conservation techniques in order to conserve the water. So today we'll read about the water as a renewable resource. We have learned how much we have saline water content in the earth and fresh water content. The maximum is consist of saline water, which is unfit for human consumption. We have very little amount of fresh water, that is 2.7%, and out of this, these are having in glacier or as ice sheet, which cannot be used by human being, and the remaining part, that is 1%, that can be used by human being. But sometimes we are not using that water judiciously. We are indiscriminately using the water resource and thus creating a nuisance for us only. So we have to check ourselves. We have to take a preventive measures in order to save the water, because water is life. Without water we cannot survive. We have to conserve the water for us as well as for our future generations, so that we do not face water scarcity in our future. Thanking you. In the next class, we are going to read about natural vegetation and wildlife as a resource from this chapter. And I will provide you some question answer so that you can read at your home. And in the next class, we will have a short text. I will provide with the question answer. You will write in the home. Okay. And the self-assessment can be done by yourself. I will provide with the answers to that question. So thanking you.